I want you to imagine this. A scenario, a reality that no one ever truly wishes to experience, yet countless individuals are forced to confront every single day. You wake up one morning, not to the gentle chirping of birds or the soft glow of sunrise, but to the jarring sound of explosions. The city you know, the city you love, the place where you built your life and made your memories, is being torn apart by war. It's a horrifying transformation, a descent into chaos and uncertainty. You're not a soldier, trained and equipped for combat. You have no armor, no weapons, no specialized skills to defend yourself. Just courage, an inner strength you never knew you possessed, a resilience that will be tested beyond its limits. My name is Amira. Before the war, life was ordinary, beautifully ordinary. I worked at a bakery, the smell of fresh bread filling my days. I raised my daughter, nurturing her dreams and watching her grow, and dreamed of seeing the world, of adventures and new horizons. But everything changed in a single night, a night that shattered our peace and plunged us into darkness. Suddenly streets were empty, once bustling with life, now eerily silent and deserted. Every window shattered, a testament to the violence that had swept through. Every door locked tight, a desperate attempt to keep the chaos at bay. Food became scarce, the shelves of stores stripped bare, leaving families struggling to find their next meal. Water, even scarcer, a precious commodity that became a daily obsession, a constant worry. I remember clutching my daughter's hand, walking through rubble, the remnants of our shattered lives scattered around us, searching for anything left to eat. A scrap of bread, a forgotten vegetable, anything to keep us alive. There were nights when the bombing wouldn't stop, when the sky rained fire and the earth trembled beneath our feet. We huddled in the basement of our building, seeking refuge in the darkness, listening to the thunder above, praying for it to end. My daughter would ask, her voice filled with fear, "Will it ever end? Will we ever be safe again?" I didn't know what to say. How could I promise her something I wasn't sure of myself? But hope is stubborn. It clings on, even when everything else is lost. Every morning, I forced myself to believe, to find a glimmer of light in the darkness, to hold on to the possibility of a better future. I found a way to bake bread with whatever scraps I could find, a small act of defiance against the despair that threatened to consume us. Flour from a neighbor, who risked everything to share her meager supply, a bit of water from a broken pipe, collected with trembling hands. We shared what little we had with others in hiding, creating a bond of solidarity in the face of unimaginable hardship. There was a moment I'll never forget, a moment that reaffirmed my faith in humanity. A stranger knocked on our door, his eyes filled with desperation. He was frightened, hungry, alone, a victim of the same war that had ravaged our lives. I let him in, shared my last piece of bread, knowing that it might be all we had left. That night, surrounded by people who were once strangers, now bound together by shared suffering and a common hope, I realized war can destroy buildings, reduce cities to rubble, but it can't destroy kindness, the fundamental goodness that resides within the human heart. Days turned into weeks, each one a struggle for survival. Weeks into months, an endless cycle of fear and uncertainty. My daughter grew thinner, her laughter less frequent, her eyes older, reflecting the horrors she had witnessed. But she never lost her smile, that spark of innocence that refused to be extinguished. She would draw pictures of flowers on crumpled paper, vibrant colours blooming amidst the greyness of our reality. She would say, her voice filled with unwavering hope, "One day we'll see a garden again, a real garden, filled with beauty and life." Even in the darkest moments, when despair threatened to engulf us, the human spirit finds a way to shine, to persevere, to endure. We survived not because we were fearless, not because we were immune to the pain and suffering, but because we refused to give up. We refused to let the war break us. The war tried to break us, to crush our spirits and steal our hope. But it brought us together, forging bonds of friendship and solidarity that transcended our differences. If you're watching this, if you're hearing my story, remember, there are millions like me, displaced, forgotten, struggling to survive. Ordinary people, caught in the chaos of war, fighting every day with nothing but hope, with the unwavering belief that a better future is possible. War destroys cities, leaving behind a trail of devastation and despair. but it can never crush the human spirit, the indomitable will to survive, to rebuild, to hope. And as long as there is hope, as long as we hold on to that flicker of light in the darkness, there will always be a way forward, a path to a brighter tomorrow.